The 6th Battalion, 33rd Artillery disembarked a troop ship at Red Beach in Da Nang on February 20th, 1968. Within a short time, on March 4th, the unit moved north to Quang Tri, and headquarters batteries set up at LZ Sharon, with the gun batteries deployed to Camp Evans, Kalu, and Utah Beach. Over the next 2 years, many of the guys in the unit helped out at orphanages near Quang Tri and later in Hue by providing the kids with medical assistance, clothing, food, and of course, candy. As with GIs from previous eras, we also enjoyed taking time out to share what we had with the local kids. Of course, we were all kids back then. Fast forward to 6 years ago. A visit to the National Archives in Washington, D.C. proved that it was possible to locate historical information about the 633rd. The archivist there helped to locate thousands of pages of documents from 1967 through 1971, and buried in the data was a daily staff officer log that included the name and address of one of the orphanages in Hue, as well as the name of the Catholic sister who was in charge there. This discovery led to a quest to find the orphanage and attempt to provide assistance. After 2 or 3 years of searching for a connection to that old orphanage, I received an email asking for a cash contribution to the Friends of Vinh Son, an organization dedicated to supporting an orphanage in Kontum. Now, what would you think if you received an email request to send money to someone who you didn't know? The request appeared to be a hoax and was immediately set aside. But 3 days later, at Sunday Mass, the reading focused on supporting the orphans and widows. When I heard the reading, I thought about the email request again and decided to do some investigating. Multiple visits with board members Dennis Coyne and Dave Shea on the phone over the next few days convinced me that they were reliable and could be trusted. My wife and I decided to send a contribution. Within a month, Dave introduced me to someone who knew 85-year-old Sister Marie Cui in Hue. Sister Marie recently taught herself to speak English, and through email exchanges, she was able to tell me that she had known the sister who operated the orphanage in 1968. I was saddened to learn that the orphanage had closed and the sister who had been in charge had passed away. Then in the spring of 2007, a group of Vinh Son supporters invited me to join them to travel back to Vietnam. In Hue, we were able to meet Sister Marie and learn about the needs there. But when we reached Kontum and spent time at the 2 Vinh Son orphanage locations, the kids were absolutely wonderful. They tugged at my heart in a manner that will most certainly keep me coming back again and again to be with them. These beautiful children have so little in the way of possessions, but are so very happy. The major part of the orphanage is located in 2 compounds near Kontum in the Central Highlands and is home to 450 children, from babies through high school age, who are members of ethnic minority tribes previously referred to as Montagnards. The children have many backgrounds, some with a single parent who cannot afford to care for them, some with no parents, some who are one of a pair of twins, and others with special needs. At the orphanage, children are taught life skills such as farming, sewing, weaving, and even computer use. They stay at the orphanage till they're 17 or 18 years old. The orphanage is administered by the Sisters of the Miraculous Medal, and in cooperation with the sisters, Friends of Vinh Son provides funds for basic needs, assistance with the cost of rice, powdered milk, and supplemental protein needs and vegetables, primary and secondary education, medical and dental care, mosquito nets for sleeping, clean water supply, sewing machines, computers, farming equipment, and funding for building projects. Our sole purpose is to help the children of the Vinh Son orphanages and to successfully integrate the orphans into Vietnamese society while being mindful of political and cultural realities. Even in these uncertain times, all of us here in the United States have much more than the orphans in Kontum will ever have. Can we count on you to help? Your investment in these kids will provide one of the greatest returns that you've ever experienced. If you'd like to get involved, we encourage you to not only make a personal contribution, but to spread the word about our work to other vets, to your friends, and to community groups. Additional information is available at www.friendsofvso.org, or you can mail a contribution to Vinh Son Orphanage, P.O. Box 9322, Auburn, California, 95604-9322. Friends of VSO is an IRS-recognized 501c3 organization. Thanks from us and from all the kids at the orphanage. So if you just take one photo and then we'll go.